to episode 2 on the day of Create SMP. Today I want to fix a problem, which is that thing, this house. I hate it, it's ugly, I don't like it. It was really just something so I didn't get mauled to death in the middle of the night. So today we are going to be building a bigger one. I've made a house in Creative, and thanks to Create schematic features, I'm going to be printing it somewhere in this forest as our new base. It's going to come with a workshop, lots of storage, a living room, a bedroom. It's got it all, man. So first of all, we need to make the schematic cannon, which will build it for us, and the schematic table, which is how we'll get the schematic. And then we've got to go on a lot of resource gathering. First of all, we need empty schematic, which is pretty easy. I think we can make that. I don't need to bookmark it. Blue dye and white dye. Some lapis there, and there's already some white dye there. Ooh. There it is. Empty schematic. And now to use that, we need a schematic table, 2 smooth stone and some slabs. And then we put these together. That, and we have a schematic table. Right click brings up this, and you can open the folder to actually see all your schematic files. You can refresh them, and is this bar here, you scroll to select which one. Right now I've only got one, it's the only one I've saved. Put the schematic in there, press the check to select it, and it'll start writing it to the item. And boom, we have a schematic. Go to free cam, see if there's anywhere suitable. Here will be a good spot. Oh, first actually we need to clear those trees, so let's make a saw. There we go, saw. And then to use it, let's just make a hand crank. Make sure that there's one block at the bottom. Put the drill there. Do that. Get sawing. Then it's gone. It's as simple as that. Yeah, there should be enough space. Now, here with the schematic, we can see it has an outline. You hold it, right click, position it, and it brings up like a hologram. You can walk through, it's got no collision. But hold Alt, left Alt, scroll to change the things, and then Control scroll to use them. Now, where do we want this? I say turn it that way. Move it back just a bit. There. Then we can see what else we need to clear. So we need to get rid of this tree here. Okay, and this one too. One more, I think. Next we need to make a schematic cannon, so the block that will actually build it for us. And there we have a schematic cannon. Clipboard as well. Because with this, we can clipboard, we can get a material list and know exactly how much we need of everything. Put the cannon down right in front of it, and then put the schematic in. You need gunpowder to fuel it. Now here's the settings. It's got a whole bunch. Don't replace solid blocks by solid blah blah blah. All we really need is the ones that are already on. So these settings are all you really need, unless you got some kind of special case for your build or your schematic. Here, put the clipboard in there. We'll turn it to material checklist, and here it is telling us everything we need for the building. We do need some chests for it to hold everything. 2 double chests should be enough. We can put in the pale logs. How much is that? 3 and 13, we already got that. 2, 3, 13. I'll just put a little extra because it does tend to forget sometimes. And 5 stacks of planks. A bit. And so you get the gist. I'm gonna put in, I guess, a bit of a montage, clip show, or whatever it is, and then I'll fire this thing up, show you how it's done, and then I'll meet you back when the house is all finished.
Huh?
Alright, that was a bit of a long time lapse / montage, but the house is done. We don't need that anymore. I'm not sure who put that there. But I think it turned out well. It's got everything we need. Time for a little tour. Okay, coming inside, we have the living room with a couch and a table. Cuckoo clock. It's not powered. I'm not going to. And little paintings to look at because we got no TVs. Over here is the hallway with a display board. Not sure what we're going to display on it yet. Maybe some power levels or storage capacity. And then back here we got some bits and bobs just to make it look better. Some cardboard barrels under the stairs and a wither painting. Now over here, this is how we use our storage. So we got this little blaze burner. He's got all our items upstairs sorted into categories. We can order things from him. That'll set off a signal and a package. The items will come down through this chute. Cardboard box. There we got a diamond. And here is. Guess he wasn't removed. And here is our bedroom. My bedroom. Got some bedside tables with a schematic in on it and a dried ghast I found during resource gathering yesterday. Or 2 minutes ago for you, I guess. A little nether painting. Some chests that decorational, we're not going to use them. Unless we absolutely have to. Upstairs is the workshop. So we've got everything. We've got the crafting table, stone cutter, smelters, cookers, washers, boilers, presses, mixers. We've got pretty much everything you ever need. And then here's the storage. We got 2 vaults. This one, it's not showing us the items, but that's fine. We have an item hatch on each of them, so we can just input things in there easily. And then how this works, like you saw before, we order things from the blaze burner. The signal goes to these stop links, which set off the packager, which pulls out the item we want into a package. And then these funnels pull them out of the packages, they put on the belt, put down, and then there's the chute from before that pulls it off the belt onto the depot downstairs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's simple, but it works. It's better than the last house I made. I'm never going back there again. And I moved the power over behind it. Still got the array showing. Haven't set anything up yet. And it's just plugged into the back here. Now if we take a look in our storage, we've only got 66 iron, which is not good. We need a lot more. So I'm thinking today we make an iron farm, not a regular vanilla iron farm. That's baby stuff. We don't need that anymore. I mean, create automatic infinite iron farm. Too sure how we're gonna get that done. I think we're gonna need some drills, need some belts, shafts, some fans, little millstones, tunnels, and some bolts. Actually, I can see if there's. Should see how we make them first. So iron ingots. What can we do with that? Okay, nuggets. So it looks like we're going to need to be automating gravel. Gravel, we just make cobblestone, and we can make a cobblestone generator with that. So it looks like we need to mill some cobblestone, and then wash the gravel. Get rid of the flint because you don't need that, and put the iron nuggets in a packer and a press to ingots. That shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so iron farm time. We have a platform here, and I think to get started, first of all we're going to need some belts. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and we'll just do that, then we can extend it as much as we need. Yeah, there's a start. So each little row is going to have its own little cobblestone being generated. Okay, so we'll get some cobblestone as temporary blocks, and let's see, some drills on the top. There we go. And just make a bit of containment for the lava. And then put some leaves here for us to waterlog. Yeah, now we have all these leaves waterlogged. And then once the lava's in here, then that'll make it'll generate the cobblestone right there. So next we need these millstones to turn it into gravel. They'll go here so that we can have these funnels bringing the cobblestone off the belt into them and then back out onto the rest of the belt. Vertical gearbox and a cog to connect them to the belts and have them powered. And then we need to wash them, so we'll get some fans and more waterlogged leaves. Before we do that, we're going to need some brass tunnels so that it waits until the gravel is washed before it actually sends them through. So we need to get some filters for that. Since washing gravel also gives us flint and we don't need that, let's make a little hose chute, put the lava down here so it doesn't burn down this whole place. And then we can put a chute right there and a depot, and then the tunnel will open up and we can filter that so only the flint gets put on this depot, taken out from the chute and put in the lava. Now the rest of it, we open these list filters and drag the gravel in here and make it so that it will deny any gravel, which will block any gravel on here from going into these chutes. Not chutes, these tunnels. Then on the other side, just to be safe, put the iron nuggets out here. Now we can get these leaves on here. Whoops. Let's start filling them with water. And like we did in the workshop, as long as we have fans pointing into these, they'll blow down and wash anything on the belt below them, which will be the gravel. And just a little test to make sure this flint disposal is working. Oop, there it goes, it's gone. And now we need to compact it into iron ingots. Means we need another belt going this way, and let's say about here should do. So put a basin there for it all to flow into. Give it a funnel so it has a way in, and then mechanical press. Some gearboxes, we can just connect that right up. Want to be smart, we should also connect these two belts up so it should be going the right way. You put these vaults down so it has somewhere to store it all. A little platform for the vault to sit on. There we go. And a place to access the iron. So this will only spit out a stack at a time. So it'll wait till this vault has a stack in it and then it'll put the stack on there. Okay, we got the chain drives in to connect the fans and the drills and everything. Now we just need some lava and then we should be good to turn this thing on. Here's the last bit of lava. Now, when it's turned on, it should be fully functional. First, I want to see how much stress we have left with this. Actually, that won't even be enough to power the drills. So, I think we need to make a steam engine. Now, that shouldn't be too much of a task. Probably. Got plenty of copper for this. But we need, of course, the steam engine block, fluid tanks, pipes, some pumps, a few blaze burners, because you can't make steam without heat. Some mechanical arms to power it, to fuel the blaze burners, hose pulley so we can make an infinite lava source, and of course more drills, and also a rope pulley for so we can have the drills dig a hole for us, grab ourselves all our copper, and then go ahead and smelt it. There we go, that's all our copper smelted up. we're gonna want, I say, 2 steam engines, which means 16 steam engine blocks, which needs 16 copper blocks. So there goes two stacks already. More andesite alloy, and we need to press these golden sheets. There we go, cross that off our list. Now we need a stack and 8 of fluid tanks, which means there's two stacks of iron for the first one, because to make a fluid tank it's the same as a vault, you just need copper instead of iron. And then like that. So let's press these up and make some barrels while we wait. Perfect. That might be the first time I've gotten that the exact amount. Yeah, a barrel and some sheets gives us fluid tanks. It's 36, that's for each tank. Now, oh, someone's gone to bed for me. Maybe make some blaze burners as well. We need 18 of them, which we don't have the iron for. In fact, we don't have any iron. Have some more mining, I guess. Just a little bit. Okay, now we have blaze burners. We can use them to mark out where we're gonna put our steam engines. So I think this little spot right here, where we're not really putting anything, would do really well. So we want to 2 level 9 ones, which means we need 9 blaze burners each, and then we need to have them go up to nice them out with some fluid tanks. There we go. And then the other one. There. If we get the steam engines, it turns in from just some fluid tanks into a boiler. So we've got a good enough size. There. And now get some shafts up so we have them going like that. We'll of course connect these all up with some chain drives like we did with the water wheels, but that is pretty much all you need to build a steam engine. Of course we need to fill it with water and then the lava, so we still have a bit of work to do. Alright, so here we're going to build an infinite lava source. I know what you're thinking. Lava isn't infinite, you can't just do that. Well, actually, create mod you can. You can do anything with create mod. So if you fill a 10,000 block hole with lava, then it will become infinite. People say it has to be 10,000 source blocks. Apparently, and I've seen in Foxy No Tails, one of his new videos in the Just Create SMP, that actually it works with flowing lava as well. So we only need 100 source blocks on this first layer, and then we can let it flow down to, I don't know, like bedrock or something, and then it'll become infinite. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get 100 drills, fill this hole with them, glue them together, and then put them on a rope pulley, and then just kind of put a water wheel or something on there and just let it go down to bedrock, and then when it stops moving we'll pull it back up, fill it with lava. So let's go let's go make a whole bunch of drills. Okay, here's the drill. Got a rope pulley. Everything's glued together. Some chests to carry anything important that gets mined up. And a whole bunch of gear ratioing into the small water wheel, which should be enough to power it. Now hopefully if we put this water out here, it should start digging down. It broke. Okay. Nope. Okay, small water wheel is not enough. What about a large water wheel? There we go. But it is going your way. What about now? There we go. We'll let this run until it can't go anymore, bring it back up, and then fill it with some lava. Okay, let's jump into free cam. So when it's here 160, need to be at 60 or lower. Oh yeah. That's 10,000 blocks. We can pull it back up now. Bring her up. Let's see what we got. Not bad. A lot of clay and andesite. Very useful. Cool. Well, now we can take this all apart. Alright, big hole. Can't see the bottom. And now we just need to cover up the rest of it and then put a platform for the lava. Alright, first layer. Now how much can these hold? Oh, we should get rid of the steam engines. Let's see that. 288 each. That's... we're gonna need few trips with both of these. Alright, so what I'm thinking, we can put these tanks on a minecart contraption, and we can bring it to the nether, pump it full of lava, bring it back, and then pump it into here. $500,000, that's... I think that's just 50 blocks. So if we do 2 trips with this, that should be enough lava to cover this whole platform.
It's funny how dumb you are.
And then we just need to go underneath and get rid of it all and let it flow down. See? There we go. Didn't miss any of it, obviously. Might just need an extra water wheel to power this. Now we're also going to need to make some pipes, a pump, and a hose pulley. Now we can just make pipes with some copper ingots and pipes on the sheets on the side. And then there we go. A mechanical pump, we only need one, which is that, then a cogwheel. Oh, wait. We need the hose pulley too. Right, now we just make that hose pulley with copper casing, chalk block, and a copper sheet. There we go. Let's go get a hand crank, and that should be everything. We need to get the hose pulley over that ocean, so no piglins can get us. That's far enough. Get a hand crank. Get it other way. Get it going down until it stops moving. Yeah, there we go. It's at the bottom now. Now let's go put down our tank. Alright, let's place down as a solid block. Get our pump. Got that. No. Going in. There we go. Get the pipes. Have them go into the output side of the pulley. Then they're connected up. Now we need to power it. That should have it all sped up fast enough. Now obviously, you can't put water in the nether. How are you going to power the water wheels? Well, you can actually use magma. And don't think about that too hard, because it is clearly made out of wood. Just don't think about it. Okay? It'll work perfectly fine. Assuming we gave space for it to actually flow. There we go. And look at all these achievements. Filling up, full of lava. Tap the mantle, which means this lava ocean is infinite, which is what we're gonna do back home. Let's just fill this up and see how much we got. And full. There we go. Now let's unpower this so it doesn't pump lava everywhere, all over the place. What happened to my other water wheel? I think I burnt it. Whatever, that's fine, they're cheap. Let's power this, pick it up. There we go. And bring it over. Alright, so I always forget how these work. Let's put that down there. Get a pump coming out. And then pipes over to the, where is it? The hose pulley. And let's put him down. Oh, by the way. All the way down to right there. And it should probably move this over here so we got space. That should fill this up. There you go. No, doesn't need to be a block higher. What? Move. Oh, shit. Sorry. It was in the right spot the whole time. Anyway. Now that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, let's go get our tanks back. And this too. If you're wondering, no, I'm pretty sure this won't just spill lava everywhere when we break it. Yeah. It's fine. Perfectly safe. And now we can put our steam engines back. What? I don't even know what that is. We need to get under here. Okay. and I've brightened this up so you can see, and build up a few like walkways so we can dig this all out safely without being burnt alive or falling to our deaths. Alright, now we dig. There it goes, flowing down for like 100 and something blocks. I'm gonna leave that for a while. Probably just go AFK and wait for it to flow all the way out, all the way down. There we go, I think it's all filled up now. Now we can go bring back out our trusty hose pulley. But now we just crank to the bottom again. Oh hey, it's at the end. Look at that. All the way to the bottom. Now, before I test it works, we need to make a way for the lava to get into those little guys. That sounded wrong. I'm not going to say that again. Yeah, so to make a fueling station, we still need these mechanical arms, which need precision mechanisms, which are always annoying to make because there's an 80% chance that it will actually work. And you have to do this, you have to put a golden sheet, so we need to put a golden sheet there, and then 5 cogwheels, well, a small cogwheel, a large cogwheel, and an iron nugget in the deployer, in that order. And we need to do that 5 times. So you can imagine how frustrating, how annoying it can be to do that, and then it just gives you another cogwheel instead of a precision mechanism. And we need to do that 3 times. What the fuck is that? Sorry, but I'm not hallucinating. I just heard. I just heard bells jingling out here. What? What was that? I hate that. I don't know what the hell just happened, but that's scary. Don't look at me like that. I know I'm paranoid. I live in a freaking pale garden, for Christ's sake. Okay, let's press these into sheets. Put them under there for the deployer. Get our stuff ready. Oh. That's right, we kinda have to do them one at a time, huh? See how I'm kinda laggy. It gets tedious very quickly. At least we got that once. Complex curiosities. I don't trust how many more times that's gonna work though. That's a new one, I haven't seen that before. Okay, how about you? You worked at least. Thank you. You gonna get it this time? No, we are not. Oh, finally. Why am I making 3 of these? I don't need to. Well, at least I'm gonna need a precision a 3rd one anyway for a speed controller, so... Okay. 2 mechanical arms. And while we're at it, let's make a speed controller. And the large code wheel we're gonna need for it. Hello, neighbor. I don't have any sugar for you. Thank you. I want this underground just a bit. So let's clear out some space for these arms. Now we need to make a loop basically for the buckets. So we're gonna have a bucket each. They're gonna loop around some belts, get filled up by a spout. So let's put one there. So they're gonna get filled up by a spout when they end up over here. And then they're gonna go over again onto that one. We want that going onto a depot for the mechanical arm to pick up from there and deposit into each of these blaze burners. And then it'll go ahead and put them on this belt that goes back around and repeats the whole process. And that andesite funnel is where it puts it, so I need to actually redo that. And then deposit into the funnel and sit right there. Organizatron. Cool. I think wiring this up might be a bit of a nightmare considering we've only got 2 blocks of space and every single one of it has an output. I've done it before, it shouldn't be too hard. Well, since we're going to need to power it in the first place, we should probably think about all of this we need to power. So we're going to need mechanical arm. I'm not sure how much he does. I'm guessing it's the same as a pump, so it's 2 water wheels. And then this doesn't take any power, neither do the belts. So we need 2 water wheels, which we've already got. Another 2 for the second arm. So that's 4. And then for each tank, we're going to have 3 pumps putting water in. So that's 6 pumps, turns into 12 water wheels, plus the 4 is 16. Actually, it might help if we set up the gear ratios first so we know what space we have. Because I want to save this for the steam engine's power, not these little water wheels. So say we had a chain drive going up to about here. So that's a chain drive, just imagine. And then that's where the power is going to come from, so we're going to route this. Right, that should be enough for what we need, and that's going the wrong way. So let's put a chain drive there, rotate him vertically, get a shaft like that, and it's still going the wrong way. I didn't need that at all. There we go, now that one's going the right way. Could get a, what is it, a gear shift? I think that's it. Redstone. Power that, it'll switch around the way the shaft is spinning, and we're not going to need a gearbox, because even if we tried a gearbox it would just break, because it's connected to it's connected to all 3 belts, and it just can't do that because of the directions that it spins. So let's put that in. Yep, they're going the right way. We power it, going the other way. Great. How do we get power to this guy? It's gonna be risky, but we could put it through the lava's like border thing. Let's just think about this. If we had a vertical gearbox behind it, and then another one on top turning this way, and have a shaft, gearbox, shaft, and then connect it up here with some chain drives. Now we gotta be quick about this. Or not that one doesn't matter, it's blocked off. This one hopefully is going the right way. I think it is. Yep. Oh. We don't have to worry, that one's not even covering the thing. Okay then. Still. Get another shaft up. And gearbox. And then these chain drives should connect it. Yeah! We're going the right way. Great. Let's get a casing just to cover up that hole that the shaft has made. Shafts, plural. Get some pipes up. Put a pump right there. And then pipe into that one. And now it should, as long as we get some power to this pump here. We buy is it 2 more chain drives and another gearbox. That way, and actually this doesn't have to be vertical, it's be normal. Let's open that up so we can see if it works. Then in we go, and yes, it is in. Okay, let's copy this on the other side. Okay, now the other one is all set up, duplicated. It's exactly the same, it's just mirrored. I think we should be good for a test. So let's go with this one first. Or actually, let's not do that right now. Let's wait until everything is set up. So let's do some water setup. Let's get an infinite water source. This engine, then 3 pumps going in. Connect some pipes up, get that going down right to the edge so it's pulling out water. And I think we can just bring that up here. It's going in, water's going up, starting to make some passive 2000 stress units. That's enough for 1 drill. Now he's up, I think we can use this one. This steam engine as the first test. So let's put a bucket in there to go around, fill up, and he's not powered. Now we get them all connected up, now we just need to power one of them to power all of them. Down with the shafts. Then into some more frog wheels. I'm not frog spamming, I swear. Look at him go. Powering them up. Each one, we get more stress. 81,000 level 5, level 6. It's working perfectly. And then, level 9, 147,000 stress capacity. That's the most we can do, and he'll just keep spinning that around and around. I'll keep going around, and anytime one of these runs out, in. 16 minutes, it'll just fill it right back up. So let's get some water going into this one too, and then have him powered as well. Water's going in now, and we just need to put the bucket in this one too. Alright, look at him go. Check this guy out, watch him speed up as well. So, level 8 and level 9. Okay, the last thing we need is 7 chain drives to connect these all up. I think it would be good if we grabbed a stressometer from our hallway and put that on there so we can see exactly how much we've got and how much we're using. Alright, you can go there. So we've got a total of 262,000. That's not too bad. Actually, what am I saying? That's great for a starting thing. Now let's get that up there and a speed controller down here. And what that does, if it's any power we put in there, we can change the speed and direction with this. So we want to put that at maximum speed. Then we just want another gearbox down there, and we can finally power up our iron farm. And let's just pray it's going in the right direction. It is. There's always an extra thing I forget. It's to actually power the drills and the fans. Gearbox up here, turn it the right way around, vertical gearbox. Think about it, probably gonna need another one, but let's just test. That's going up. Yep, I was right, we do need another one. And there we go. Now let's watch this thing in action. So the drills are breaking everything there, and thanks to the new Create 6.0, the items, even if the belts are full, aren't going to spew everywhere, because this is just an animation. Every time it breaks, it just directly puts one on there instead of spawning, actually like dropping an item on there. So now that's going through here, it's getting turned into gravel, and then washed up by these. There we go, sent through the blast tunnels. You can hear the flint being dropped through here, yep. And then there's the iron. We've already got 8 iron nuggets. This is great. Now, an ingot. We have, Miner. Whoops. I somehow completely forgot to put a funnel on there. Let's just, do that. And our first ingot. We have automated iron. Wow. It's, it'll build up over time. I might, now that I think about it, I might add some more iron production, like duplicate this section up there. That might be helpful, but we'll see how it goes. We'll let it run while we're doing things, and then we'll, if it's too slow to meet our needs, then we'll just add another one. But I think unless there's, when I'm editing this isn't long enough, what we've done today, I'm gonna end this here, unless I need more done. So if I finish editing this and it's not long enough, then there was probably like 10 more minutes left of the video. If not, there's probably 10 more seconds of the video. So if you liked it, I guess subscribe if you want, do the like, all that stuff. And most of all, I just hope you like the video, because this is fun. I really like this mod. I like this server. I like this game. Just look at this. You can't look at this and how cool it is and be like, yeah, it's kind of boring. I'm gonna play Greg Tech. So yeah, let's see ya, I guess. Maybe, maybe not.